All right, cats. Right then. I don't know why I'm smiling. I shouldn't be. I'm not impressed today. I'm really not happy. This is about, believe it or not, MI5 and MI6 and internships that they're holding for the summer. They last about 11 weeks. And it's just to give you an idea about how the intelligence system works, give you a little bit of a taster, see if you're up for it, see if you're not, right? Now, for those of you who've never seen me before, which there's probably zillions of you, I am a mere builder. I am a builder. Working class background, started off in a council house, blah, 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 like millions of the rest of us, right? Just a builder. 50 odd years old, still hanging off scaffold. I did spend 20 odd years as a mechanic, so I lay under cars for 20 odd years, and now I've been hanging off scaffold for about 15 years, right? So I wear overalls, okay? Now my daughter, don't ask me where the genetics come from, because it's not me, so it must be my gorgeous wife. My daughter has managed to do a degree and get a first in criminal justice at Liverpool University. And she came out with a first, as I say, amazing. Then she decided she'd apply for Cambridge. And you know what? The beautiful little fairy cake got it. So she's in Cambridge, doing a master's. I know. It's definitely not for me, is it? No, it's not. So she's got a master's. So she thought to herself, right then, I'm going to see if I can get an internship. And I'm going to go for MI5 or MI6. Because now she's doing her master's is in, let me remember, criminology, of all things. I know. Studying these loons that eat people. By the way, she weighs about 54 kilo and she's 5'2", something like that. There's not another, £2 for nothing. Anyway, feisty little squirrel, definitely. Anyway, she sent me this thing. She had to go. They're getting into MI5. So she sent me what's on their website. And on their website, basically, in a nutshell, it says, you're welcome to apply for an internship if you're Asian British, Indian, forgive me for reading off the list, Indian, Bangladeshi, Chinese, black British, Caribbean, African, or any other background you like, mixed heritage, white, black, Caribbean, white, black, African, white, Asian, any other heritage, any ethnic minority group, white, other, for example, Romany Gypsy, Scottish traveller, or Irish traveller. But if you're just white, and from a working class family, and have worked your way up from your dad and your mum starting off in a council house, and now you might actually have a fighting chance, you can't even apply for the internship. Forgive me for not laughing. Where do I live? What's this about? So then it describes the internship. Over 11 weeks with the MI5, you'll be placed in one of our investigative teams, where you'll experience what life is like as an intelligence officer. You'll help us to investigate and disrupt international terrorism. You'll learn how frontline operations run, blah, 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 right down to the end, where it doesn't actually say it, but in brackets it should say, but none of this applies to you if you're white. Then we'll move on to MI6. Exactly the same thing again. The internship with MI6. Over 11 weeks and 2 days with MI6, you'll be supported by a dedicated internship manager to ensure you have a varied experience with one of our exciting mission teams. You'll be introduced to all sorts of operations where, that be from a data perspective or a requirements perspective. More importantly, you'll see the human side of how we operate in all of our strands of work. In brackets, but not if you're white. Hang on a minute. Right, I'm going to stop there, right? I'm going to stop there, reading that. Just hang on 1 minute. If I start in nothing, council house, and my dad starts in nothing, council house, well, it wasn't even a council house, it was some rented shitty flat in the middle of nowhere, and we scrabble and scrape and claw our way up to the point where we get somewhere. Me and my missus, when we started out, we had 80 quid, an old knackered bike, and her gear in co-op bags hanging off my handlebars on the bike. Nothing. And we've worked and worked and worked and worked and worked. We've created an ethic in our kids to get off your arse and get out and fight for it. My daughter, unbelievably, take these off, can't say anything. My daughter, unbelievably, has ended up in Cambridge. Every time I say the word, I nearly have to lie down because I get the vapours. It's crazy. How did my daughter end up in Cambridge? I don't know, but she's done it. And now she's trying to get a start for herself and thinks, I know, MI5, what a place to start. Let's clean up. Let's sort out. Let's be part of the establishment. Let's get the UK looking like the UK again. No, because she's the wrong colour. What? What the fuck do you mean? Excuse my French. What do you mean she's the wrong colour? What? Who comes up with this shite? DEI? Really? DEI? Here's a plan. How about, right, this might seem really off the cuff and really, really wild thing to do, but when you're talking about the intelligence community, how about starting by getting the best fucking people for the job and not just saying, you know what, I'm sorry, but you're not from Bangladesh, so you can't have a job here. You're actually from the country that you're going to defend. What? What? What are you... What? Oh my God. Oh my God. And this is the intelligence agency? Really? You're going to pick people for the job on the colour that they are, not on their intelligence? That's a good idea, isn't it? No. It's not a good idea. It's a shit idea, and it's going to go backwards. And if anyone would bother their arse to look to the left across the world, across that big stretch of water that we call the Atlantic, and keep going till you come to a shore, and you'll find out you're in the USA, and it didn't work there, did it? So why the fuck is it going to work here on this no-mark, shit-arse little pimple jammed between the North Sea and the Atlantic? Why is it going to work here? You've already filled the place full of everybody that's not from here. I have no objection to them being here, but don't fucking give them houses, jobs, money and phones before you give us any. And don't tell me that DEI works, because it doesn't. You're picking people over ethnicity. You're not picking people over skill. You know what? If the best people are put in the right places, this country will work, right? But if you're going to start doing all this, oh, who's best? Who's the right colour for the job? Not who's best, just who's the right colour for the job. Right, we'd have 3-foot-high midgets doing the high jump, wouldn't we? Fucking Jesus Christ. Honest to God. As long as they were from Bangladesh, obviously. For fuck's sake. Right, I'm going. I've ranted enough. I'm now going off to sit in a corner and cry. UK. You know what? If I had the wherewithal, I would be gone. Absolutely be gone. Because there's not much left of this place, man. Not much left at all. People that are running it are wankers. Later.